on, Shane. Come on, Shane, hit him. Stop clinching him, man. Throw your jab. Quit pity patting. Go to the body. Oh, come on, man. I know you ain't tired already. It's only the third round. Oh, I know you tired because you keep on doing this. That's how I know you tired. Jokes aside, seriously, I got a chance to watch the Sergio Mora, Shane Mosley fight this past weekend. I wasn't gonna pay for that fight because I knew it wasn't gonna be a great fight, and I'm glad I didn't do that. Coming into the fight, I already knew it was a draw from the previous week. HBO for some reason had the score 117 and 111. I don't understand that. It seemed as though they was just giving Shane Mosley rounds. You know, Shane Mosley was tired at the end of the third round. You know, guys that follow Shane Mosley know what I'm talking about. He's looked like a fish on land that just trying to gasp for air. Normally he doesn't do that until the 10th round. I don't know, something wrong with his conditioning, why he's getting so tired now. I don't know if he's nervous. He fights nervous. He's been fighting nervous for a while. He's not relaxed. He's so tense. Stiff. Back was real stiff and straight. It was like he looked funny. Shane Mosley is one of my favorite boxers, but here the last couple of years, you know, he's turned into a one-handed puncher. He's been a one-handed puncher for a long time, but he was in a lot better shape, and he threw more punches like any other boxer early in their career. They throw more punches. Shane has a big heart. He's always had a big heart. He's a warrior. But Sergio Mora was a more effective boxer. He landed the cleaner punches. He landed more punches. I didn't get to see the actual when they read off who won the fight because I had to record off my DVR and it cut off. But I thought Sergio Mora landed the most effective punches. Sugar Shane Mosley was, I don't know, man. He was missing punches. You know, then it just seems like he gives up. You know, he's want to clinch. He does a lot of clinching when he's tired. I don't understand it. He only wants to fight you when you're against the ropes. He has no defense. He doesn't put his hands up. His footwork is gone. His footwork been gone for years. I don't know if he jump rope, does a lot of jump roping or whatever, but, you know, age will catch up with you eventually. But he just looked bad. I think he's at the end of his road. He always has trouble with guys that have a consistent jab. Vernon Force, Winky Wright, Mayweather. Even though Mayweather wasn't the tall guy, taller than him, but they kept the jab going. De La Hoya, had he kept his jab going when they fought years ago, he would have won. Sergio Mora, I don't know if I said Martinez throughout this whole video, but it was a mistake. It's Mora. Sergio Mora kept that jab coming, and he kept it coming, and Shane, I mean, that second half of that fight, man, I really was, the fan of Shane Mosley was trying to find a round that he won. I really was. I mean, he was so exhausted that 10th round, man. He was just throwing punches, man. Just trying to make it through the fight, man. Dude, he looked it bad. He really did. He looked bad. And he looked it bad because he was so tired. His conditioning, I don't know. Nassim Richardson is a good trainer. You see Nassim Richardson standing outside the ring, yelling at Shane Mosley. You know, he doesn't listen. He didn't listen to his dad. Like, he might listen for like the first minute of that round, then he won't do it no more. He go back to his old Shane. You know, I guess you can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's just having a game plan, coming out there and executing that game plan. It's just with Shane Mosley, he just anything goes. I just want to fight you against the ropes, man. I don't want to put my hands up, you know. And now he's taking more punches to the face than I've ever seen him take. Granted, Sergio Mora's not a hard puncher, but come on, Shane Mosley. Eventually, you know, you're going to start talking with a slur. You're doing like Roy Jones, man. Stop. Just stop, man. You know, we still love you, Shane. We still love you, Shane. But leave while you still have sugar before your name. I don't want to be sour, Shane Mosley. I thought Sergio Mora won. by more than one round. You know, it started off kind of slow, and it was kind of the first couple of rounds was kind of competitive. A couple of rounds was kind of like, I don't know who to give it to. You know, but second half of that fight, it was no doubt who I was giving those rounds to. Here's my whole thing about this. This was a pay-per-view event. Sergio Mora, who was he really beat? You know, he's a contender. Shane Mosley coming off a loss, and they make this pay-per-view. I don't know if De La Hoya and them Gold Boys just trying to, cash in on it, whatever. It wasn't even on regular HBO. I had to go to HBO Latino and stuff to watch it, and I'm hearing the announcers talking in Spanish. I have no clue what they're saying. You know, it just is real weird to me. I don't know where Shane's gonna go next. If I was him, I'd just go ahead and hang it up. You know, these guys that have boxing skills, you can't beat. You beat guys that don't have any boxing skills. You're gonna look good against Antonio Margarito. You know, you had a hell of a time with Mayorga. Man, Shane, that was a hard fight to watch because it was boring, and it was hard fight to watch because it was boring. Again, it's just boring. That's all I gotta say on that Shane Mosley. About this Victor Ortiz and Vivian Harris. Somebody got mad that I made a comment about Ortiz. I said I didn't like his stance. This is my opinion. I still like Victor Ortiz. He shows a lot of potential. There's some things that he does that I don't like. That's just me personally. Can I have my own opinions, please? Please. You have yours. Let me have mine. Am I entitled to that? Do I got to think like you think? If we don't agree, is there something wrong? That's almost last week when I talked about the Mayweather, the racist stuff of Mayweather not being racist. You know, I don't think he was racist. And my homeboy Blinkstar said that it was, black people, if you're talking about the chitlins and watermelon, they'd be mad. They would. I wouldn't. I didn't think it was racist. Me. Anyway, Victor Ortiz. It's like his feet is spread way too far apart, and his head is cocked sideways, like he's doing a Thriller, like Michael Jackson and shit. But he stays like that, and he's doing this stuff. I don't like that. Personally, I don't. Yes, he has explosive speed. Yes, he's fast, and he has pop. But every punch in his jab is worthless. He's just throwing it just to throw it out there, and then it's like he has no. I like boxers that break you down, then knock you out. Cotto was one of those guys. He will break you down at the body. He will physically break you, tear you apart, then knock you out. Victor Ortiz, I wish he was like that. He's just not. He just comes out there and he just want to knock you out. He don't want to break you apart first, then knock you out. Mayweather, he does that. He tries to, he might not get a knockout. He tries to break you up, then knock you out. I like guys that do that. I love it. But if you're a fan of Victor Ortiz, dude, I like him. He has a lot of potential. It's just my opinion on some of the things I don't like. If you got a girlfriend, I'm sure you might love her, or your wife, you might love her, but there's some things that you ain't gonna like about her. She might nag you a lot. And you might complain, man, she nice, man, but she nice, but she nagged me too much. Just a complaint, man. Golly. Dang. Can I have my opinion, please? In closing, like I say, man, Victor Ortiz, he has a lot of potential. A lot of potential. I think he needs to get with the right trainer that's going to show him, look, Victor, you don't have to come out here and be the knockout artist and just try to knock these guys out, because once you can't get the knockout, now, what you going to do now? What you going to do now? I want to see his jab really turn into a real jab, to really be an effective jab. I want to see him go to the body. Quit always looking for the knockout, man. All your punches don't have to be thrown with knockout power, or 90% of your punches don't. The pity pat jab stuff. But Victor Ortiz, I always keep an eye on him. He fought, Madonna, whatever his name is, and he lost to him. I thought he should have won, but that comes from you trying to go to war, trying to throw punches like that. Had you had a way you just going to come out there and just break him down, use your jab effectively, clinch him if need be, effective clinching, punching. Oh man, we got a superstar on our hands. But that's my whole thoughts. I thought Shane Mosley lost. I thought he lost by a couple of rounds. Shane Mosley looked bad. You at the end of your road, Shane. I don't want it to go from Sugar Shane Mosley to Sour Shane Mosley. It's my opinion on that. Sergio Martinez is about to fight Paul Williams. I'm thinking about doing a prediction on that, but we'll see. All right.